Hello, and this is what we're going to be making today. Hungarian goulash served with asparagus and leeks, and it's going to be super yummy. Right, let's get cooking. Right, today, and sorry, you're going to have to excuse my voice, I'm at the tail end of a flu, so hopefully we get through this, but today is Hungarian goulash. So we're going to start off by getting our steak and browning it, getting some caramelisation going on the outside of the steak. So let's do that first. Right, I'm just toasting some fennel seeds there. And then we'll get round to browning the meat. Right, we're going to pop our meat in now and just brown it. And all we're looking to do here is just get some caramelisation on the outside of the meat, and this is not to seal in the juices, as you might hear on some cooking channels or some recipes. It doesn't seal in the juices at all. It's mainly just to get some caramelisation. The only reason you'd brown the meat is to give some colour to your dish, and also a flavour from the meat itself, the caramelisation of the outside of the meat. So you need a nice hot pan. I've got this up on the highest it can go, but what you want is to arrange your meat in one layer like this, and then turn the pieces over so that you do get it nicely browned. Right, there you go. I've got it on full whack and I've turned them over. There's quite a bit of liquid coming out of that beef by the looks of things, and it's not fat, that's actually water, which is a bit of a worry, isn't it? I wonder what supermarkets put in their beef. Right, we've moved the browned meat over to my cooking pot that I'm going to put in the oven, and now in the pot that I had the meat in, I'm just going to add this one onion that I've chopped up nicely, and I'm going to add, once that gets going, I'll pop a bit of sugar in there too. Just a tablespoon should do it. It's just to caramelise those onions and get some sweetness in there, and then we'll pop back. If you find your onions are sticking a bit, then just wave some olive oil at it. See, we've got some nice colour on those onions now. We want this to be a really dark brown, just about ready to go in. So I'm almost tempted to get in there and start eating those. Anyway, we'll add those to the meat in a minute. In fact, let's add them now. Right, let's just add that in there. Now the good thing about this is I can continue cooking with that big roasting dish, because eventually I'm going to be putting that in the oven. So that's now on the hot plate, and we can start adding all our other ingredients. Firstly, we've got a carrot to go in there. We don't need to do anything special to that. We've got some garlic to go in, so I'll just get my garlic press. We'll just give that a good squeeze. That's 2 cloves that I've put in there. We'll just give this a big stir around here. Let's get those fennel seeds. Now I've put them in my mortar here and given them a bit of a grind. And that's the paprika, and this is about a tablespoon and a half of paprika there. Now we'll stir that in, and then we'll add the stock. Right, yeah, let's add our stock now. And this is 2 OXO cubes in 500 mils of hot water. So that won't take too long to get going. We will probably season it again anyway once it's been in the oven for a while. So I'm just going to cut up the mushrooms, put them in there, and then we'll pop it in the oven. Right, let's get that into the oven now with the lid on. We don't want to lose too much of that liquid. There we go, we're going to leave that in there for about an hour and a half. Rightio, at this point we're going to add some tomatoes, about a quarter of a cup of flour. So we'll stir that in first. Well, now these are Italian tomatoes. And you notice how these have been really finely chopped up. They're a little bit more expensive, this brand, but I've used them for the last 3 years now and they've just been beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Flavour is far superior than even the local canned tomatoes. And we might just turn it down a bit too. So we're at 160, I think we'll come down to 140. And I'll pop that back in. Right, there we are, there's our leek all chopped up and ready to sweat off. And then here's our asparagus, and I will chop that up and put it in the other saucepan, all ready. Right, I've got my asparagus and my leeks on now. Okay, now what I'm going to do with the asparagus is I've just got it in a little bit of butter. We'll cook that for about 10 minutes. The leeks I will cook for about 20 minutes, and once they're nice and soft and sweated down, I will pour through some cream. Right, that's all nice and soft now, so I'm just going to pour the cream in there. And I'll just give this a stir. And I'll turn the stove off. What I will do is actually put some black pepper in there. Ooh, there's the asparagus, that's all ready. Rightio, let's serve up. And there we have it, all served up. It looks delicious, doesn't it? I'm going to have to dive in and just have a little bit of a taste of that. Let's get some asparagus and some leeks, and let's have a taste. Well, that is just absolutely amazing. You must try it. I'm going to get tucked into it before it gets cold. Thank you so much for coming and watching, and I hope this is actually a very good advertisement for fresh ingredients, because this is a beautiful, beautiful dish to taste. Right, I will catch you on the next recipe.